County Today is presented by Cano Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting canorealestate.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Brown. Happy Thursday. Let's jump right into the news. Clark County saw 7 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 today and 1 additional death involving a man in his 80s, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 321, with 17 deaths blamed on the outbreak. There are 18 people currently hospitalized with confirmed cases in Clark County, 4 in intensive care, but that is actually down from a high of 9 in ICU late last week. 10 of the 17 deaths have been in people over the age of 80. Well, the decline in new daily cases is largely being matched by an increase in the pressure on Washington Governor Jay Inslee to reopen the state's economy. On Sunday, thousands protested in Olympia, including Representative Vicki Kraft of Vancouver, who said she went to demonstrate how frustrated business owners are with the ongoing shutdown. Commissioners in Franklin County passed a resolution this week telling businesses they could reopen before rescinding it today after facing pushback from the governor's office. Now, Clark County councilors also raised the issue at a Board of Public Health meeting this week, asking whether they could take steps to lift restrictions sooner than the state as a whole. For now, their legal counsel said the governor's stay-home order carries the weight of law. The governor has promised details on a plan to begin raising restrictions soon. That could allow hospitals to resume some elective procedures and resume some residential and commercial construction previously deemed non-essential. Well, the governor is also facing a federal lawsuit over his stay-home order. Joshua Freed, who is running to replace Inslee, filed that suit on Wednesday in U.S. District Court. Freed argues the executive order violates the First Amendment rights to free exercise, free speech, and the right to assemble. Freed specifically focused on the order's ban on religious gatherings. If a Washington citizen can visit a marijuana shop or grocery store to buy goods in a responsible and socially distanced manner, Freed argued in a news release, how are they not allowed to practice faith-based activities and have spiritual fellowship using the same precautions? Freed and his wife have hosted a weekly Bible study in their home for the past 2.5 years, and he argues those gatherings are now being prohibited by order of the governor. The former Bothell city councilor and mayor wants the court to overturn Inslee's order temporarily and issue a permanent ban on any orders prohibiting spiritual gatherings of any size. The ongoing COVID-19 shutdown is hitting home for officials in Clark County and the city of Vancouver. Kathleen Otto, the interim county manager, told Clark County today that they are reviewing and developing a process to figure out just how much revenue is being lost during challenging economic conditions. The county has implemented a hiring freeze, eliminated overtime, and cut the use of temporary employees. They're also looking into the potential of cutting some projects. Otto said they hope to have an initial response plan sometime in the next few weeks for the council to consider. Vancouver, meanwhile, faces potential cuts of between $30 and $60 million, according to city manager Eric Holmes. During a virtual city council meeting on Monday, Holmes said they are looking at 3 areas to begin spending reductions, starting with $17 million from their internal services funds. Holmes said they're also looking at reductions in direct spending, such as non-essential travel and capital repairs to city facilities. The rest would come from emergency funds, leaving the city with just 60 to 90 days of operating capital. Now, Holmes said he expects to have more detail in the next week or 2. Business owners and city governments are far from the only ones impacted by the ongoing coronavirus shutdowns. Even hospitals are facing budget cuts and potential bankruptcy. The governor's stay-home order included a ban on elective procedures and non-emergency surgeries in preparation for a surge of COVID-19 cases that in most areas never came. Now hospitals are urging the governor to ease restrictions or else they could face financial dire straits. Now, another $75 billion in federal funding was approved this week to help hospitals with COVID-19 response, but it's not just hospitals being impacted. American Medical Response has seen their number of transports locally fall by more than half, from 200 in a typical day to around 65. Local hospitals are also urging people in need of care not to delay out of fear over COVID-19 and seeking guidance from the state. Some patients who've been in need of things like colonoscopies or mammograms have had them pushed back, raising worries that delayed detection could lead to more serious medical issues. Well, the Clark College Foundation is presently in crisis mode, but more importantly, they have the goal of providing for people in a very specific predicament. Students without a school. With the closures, Clark College moved to an online format several weeks ago and last week began receiving $5.2 million in federal stimulus money as part of the CARES Act, but only half of that goes to students and many are still in need of scholarships. While the online format allows for social distancing, reducing the transmission risk for COVID-19, it also leaves many students with no way to learn. So if a student is without a computer or internet access apart from campus, they won't be able to continue their coursework or access their classes. Now, Clark College Foundation CEO Lisa Jaber is asking for continued donor support for their Greatest Needs Fund, and that provides flexible dollars for the college to use on students in need. You can find out more about how you can help at clarkcountytoday.com. Hey, how about something positive? Paul Valencia has the story of a Heritage High School student athlete who wants to help his community, so he's willing to come to your driveway and wash your car for free. Why? Well, because Cade Gardner is all about helping others.
Good evening, Paul Valencia here. Standing outside Heritage High School, we are going to celebrate Heritage senior Cade Gardner. Hey, earlier this school year, I met Cade at the National Football Foundation's banquet. He was one of the 30 or so scholar athlete nominees. And after this banquet, he picked up a broom and refused to leave until the entire banquet room was clean. He helped everybody clean it up. Why? Because that's just the kind of guy he is. It's the same kind of guy who is now going to offer you a free car wash. I'll let Cade explain in more detail here in just a second, but the bottom line is he just wants to make people smile and he wants to do something for the community in these weird times that we're living in.
My name is Cade Gardner. I'm a student athlete at Heritage High School. I'm doing free car washes for people in Vancouver. It'll be contactless, so you'll give me a call or shoot me an email. I'll show up, and the make and model of the car. I'll show up and wash it. I won't hook up to the hose. I just use this waterless car wash. So I'm doing it to help out people in the community with these crazy times, everybody having to stay inside and whatnot. I just want to help people out and bring some joy. I know it's really difficult for people and just not getting out. Their cars are going to be sitting here and they'll kind of get abandoned and whatnot. So I just kind of want to help people out and just bring a smile to people's faces.
Awesome story. Thanks so much, Paul. If you know of someone who is doing good in your community, tell us about it. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or send us an email to news@clarkcountytoday.com. We'd love to have you join our lively online community. And be sure to bookmark clarkcountytoday.com for more local news coverage, no agenda, and no subscription. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Stay safe. We'll talk to you again soon.